Before today's video starts, I want to mention that according to YouTube statistics, only about 23% of all the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. If you end up liking today's video, please consider subscribing. After all, it's free and you can always change your mind and enjoy the video. I have a Patreon now, it's down there in the description. There are quite a few tiers, go check it out. It will help me out a lot if you decide to support me. On to the video then. Alright, so hello everybody, how are you all doing? It's been a while, it's been about a week since we've seen each other last time. And I know I'm a bit late with this one, just a bit late. That's because I didn't have a lot of time lately to make any more of these videos, so I'm back at it again. So without any further ado, we're going to go and talk about objects in today's video. So what are actually objects? Objects are pretty much just the same thing as variables, but they can contain a lot more values. So you would normally have like some sort of a text variable, like a name or something. Well, you can actually store an entire person as a variable, if you want to say it like that. So we can actually create a variable called person. And if you want to define an object, you put an equal sign. And you put these squiggly brackets, and in here you put each individual items for the object. So for example, we can say first name, and let's name him, what do we want to name him? For example, Joseph. And then we put a comma, and then we say last name, and then we put the double quotes again, followed by a comma, and let's say it will be Joseph Joseph Foxer, for example, and we put his age in. So his age, he'll be I don't know, 25 years old, for example, and his eye color will be another one, for example. It will be let's say blue. Blue is a nice color. So that's pretty much a object defined. The object defined is a person, and he has items like, which you can see over here. He has items like first name, which is a string, last name, that's also a string, age, that's a number, and we have eye color, which is a string. So that's cool and all, but if I save this and I reload this page, you can see nothing changes, it's still the same. Well, to display the changes, we need to use our favorite printing method, which is document dot get element by id, and then we put in the id of our element, which is result, and then we say dot inner html equals, I can actually put this on the second line, it doesn't matter. And then we need to call the items. For example, in order to call the item of our object, we need to type in person dot, and then what we want to call, for example, first name, and that would be fine. It will be just the first name. Actually, let me show you that it will be fine. I can save this and I can refresh this. You can see it changed to Joseph. But let's say we want to get his full name. To get his full name, we need to add it like this. We add another plus sign, and we put in double quotes, put a space in, put a plus sign in, and then say person dot last name. You save it, and if you refresh it, you'll notice it says Joseph Foxer. So that's how we use objects in this sense. But we can do actually one more thing, and that is actually creating some sort of a function within our object here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy all of this, and we can put it over here, and we have to quote all of this out, or comment it all out, not quote, but comment it all out. I'm not saying that you couldn't use it like this, but I am commenting it out because I don't want to waste any more time. So we'll leave it as it is, but we're going to create a function. So instead of writing it out like this, we can create a function that will do it for us, for example. So we can say, we can leave the eye color in as it is, but we have to put in a comma, and then we can type in the function we want to create for our object. So for example, it will be full name. You type it in like this, and then say function, open parentheses and close parentheses, and then these squiggly brackets, and inside these squiggly brackets you type in return, followed by this following string, which is over here. We can grab it from here, we can copy this, and we can put it over here. And in order to call it, it's really easy. Let me just move over here so you can see everything. In order to call it, you type in person dot full name, and it wouldn't be enough, because if I run it like this, it will say that it's this return thing, which is not what we want. We want actually the result. So to get the result, we have to put in the open and closed parentheses right behind it. So we can call the entire function, and does the exact same thing as it did before, but it's neatly separated. We can make changes just in one place instead of having to do more changes in many different places. We can actually do a lot more functions like this. For example, we can write out entire sentences if we wanted to. So we can say, for example, age text, type in function, open and close parentheses, open and close squiggly brackets, and we type in return. Also, you can't forget the comma right behind it, otherwise it will complain. And in return, we can type in, you can actually get the following string from here. We can just copy it from here. And we can do, which isn't like ideal, or we can just make a totally separate sentence. Let's actually do that. Let's make a separate sentence. Oops. And we can say, just checking, making sure that it won't scream at me. And what we can do, we can say, also I forgot to mention, if I don't have it here, it's fine, I guess. I'm just looking. Yeah, make sure to put in a semicolon behind it, just in case. It may not work sometimes without it. So put it in there, and type in, his age is, or he is, let's do it like this. So he is, then do space, oops, plus sign, and we can do person dot age, then do another plus sign, and we can say years, oops, not years, but years old, there we go. So in order to do that, we can actually combine these two, so we can form a full sentence. So all we have to do is we have to add a plus sign. So I'll have to separate it like this, or we can do it the following way. We can put in these parentheses. We're going to separate them like this. Oops, wrong key. And then we can say person dot age text, and open and close parentheses, hit F5. This actually doesn't look that good, so we can say, to make it look better, we can say his name is Joseph Fox, followed by all the other things. So let's do that so it looks prettier. We can say his name is Joseph Fox, and we can actually do it like that, end it off with a dot. So if we reload this, it now forms a total of 2 sentences. His name is Joseph Foxer. He is 25 years old, and we can actually change this based on each and every person. So we can have another person here, or let's say when I change his age, we can actually change it really easily. So let's say he's 30 now. You have to change it in just one place. You don't have to change anything else. It will change automatically. So his name is Joseph Foxer, and that's all that there's to it in terms of objects. So yeah, all the code will be in the description down below. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in hopefully the next week's video.